Hi everybody, I want to talk about spouses now and how you as an individual being grounded and anchored can respond to your spouse and connect with your spouse in meaningful times in the midst of stress. One of the most helpful tools for me and my spouse has been to externalize the problem. So whether you feel anxiety or pressure or financial pressure or just stress in life, typically we see our spouse as the enemy and we start to attack them. Really what we need to do is we need to externalize the problem. So we need to sense the depression or the anxiety or the fear or the financial pressure almost as outside of our relationship, outside of our home, trying to knock down the doors of our home, trying to get between us and our spouse. And when we see our anxiety as a force outside of us trying to impact us and our spouse, we can link arms and we can join up and fight against the anxiety rather than fight against each other. So externalizing the problem is simply joining forces with your spouse, putting the problems outside of your relationship, and recognizing that the stressors of life are trying to break you apart rather than pull you together. The second thing is that we need to be vulnerable enough to know what we feel and then to ask what we need from our spouse. Now this is really difficult because vulnerability is scary. If you only love your spouse or connect with your spouse this much, they can only hurt you that much. But if you open up and you love your spouse this much, if that flips over and they hurt you, they can hurt you really deeply. They can wound you really deeply. So with vulnerability, we need to open up ourselves if our spouse is a safe person, open up ourselves to be able to express what's going on inside. What are we feeling? What do we need? And take that risk. Otherwise the relationship's just going to be shallow and we're going to be talking on a cognitive level. These are a couple of helpful tools to help you and your spouse connect deeper in this time.